Hello, quick test there. Okay, this is a quick introduction to Chief Architect X10 software. This is the introduction video to a whole series of tutorials I'm planning, mainly aimed at English users because it's an American software, but it's so versatile that it's really global software anyway. So with no further ado, this is a basic planning layout. Elevations, floor plans, ground floor, first floor, scale bars, labelling, etc. This is the existing elevations, floor plan, roof plan, proposed roof plan, location plan, block plans, labelling. Complete document for the purpose of planning application. Gain all important planning approval, and then we're rocking and rolling. So as I say, quick introduction, show you what this software can do. Let's open this as a standalone document rather than part of a plan set. Ignore the car, there's a reason for that, but I won't go into that now. It's because it appears on one of the maps, show car parking. Yeah, there's the floor plan. Walls all editable. Best thing to show you, really, I think. Let's start with 3D. Some really good 3D features in this. That's what we want to build. And again, ignore the flying car. There is a reason for that, but just ignore it. That's what we want to build. The client knows what we're going to build. I know what we're going to build, and we get a sense of scale inside. I can't stress enough, I am not a kitchen designer, I am rubbish at kitchens. These units are plonked in just to give it a sense of scale. Excuse me. And I leave that to the boys at Howden's. I'm a building designer, I don't do interiors, I'm not very good at them. And there are people that are really good at that, and most homeowners seem to know what they want anyway. So I just make sure the space is large enough to accommodate standard size furniture. An investment of a property this size, or with the total of investment, you'd like to think it will have a big kitchen that would have space for an island, even if the owner doesn't choose an island, so hence it's got an island. You can have a quick walk through. There's a stairs, there's a bit of repair work to go on here, so this is a work in progress. Oh, toilet there. Yeah, I need to do a bit of painting. I've got a fascia board glaring through there for some reason. But it's just a bit of tidying up, it's not before it goes to the client. So yeah, there's a 3D. But the 3D has more use than simply cosmetics. It's a layer based program, and if I get rid of some of the layers, bear with me, I forget what they all are. Right, roof planes, let's get rid of the roof planes. We need to show the rafters, so framing, roof rafters, let's put the roof rafters on. Ceiling surfaces we want to get rid of, and this should give us a really good framing diagram. Yeah, now every single component there can be altered. Let me just get rid of those ridges as well, they're a bit off-putting, aren't they? Roof, forget my alphabet, roof planes, ridge caps, anyone see them? Come on, there they are. That's better. And of course you can highlight all the ashlar wall framing, all the stud wall framing, all the dormer wall framing, etc, etc. And you can also add components. I mean, just a quick example, if this job doesn't need a ridge beam, but so many do, and just for example, if I wanted a ridge beam, I would open that. In the general tab, I would go down to steel eye, change the material to, I actually change it to something that's flat and non-reflective. There's a steel ridge beam. It's a bit thin, so that's going to be probably 102, I would have thought they usually are, by 178. 178. And that is a ridge beam. Now, I did one of these where it was cranked. There are ways to draw crank beams. Basically, I can draw a structure to show the engineer what I want. He can tell me that it won't work or it will work, and he's got very quick access to do his appraisal. And appraisal stroke quoting work is unpaid work, so it's a huge help to the engineer. He's got an instant understanding of the job without cross-referencing 2 to 3 A1 PDFs. Just makes life so much easier. So that's just a quick example of what the 3D can do. It also has a rendering facility, so you can produce photorealistic images. This is all a bit flat. And it's got other ways to view as well, vector view, and of course what every client wants is a watercolor. Our life isn't complete without a watercolor of these projects. So there's a watercolor and technique options. Put a line drawing on top, just to convince them that I drew it by hand. I'm sure they're not going to buy that. Oops. Shouldn't have moved that. There it is. It's very memory heavy, the watercolour, for some reason. When you move it, it reverts back and then reboots. But there it is. What else? Glass view is pretty cool as well. If you're trying to... It's a good way for proofing stairs, actually. You can really see that everything works. But let's just drop the transparency so it can, or raise the transparency so you can see right in there. Yeah, there you go, look. Where's the stairs? Let's find those stairs. Let's get a better view of those stairs. See? Plenty of headroom below the rafters. There's the rafters. That's all there. I remember a video game like this when I was about 5, or okay, about 12. I'm old. Let's get rid of that. Plans and elevations. You've seen the plans. Here's an elevation. It does need to be tidied up. At this stage of the game, the program is object orientated. I turn this into a line diagram by simply going CAD detail from view, and instead of clicking on windows and roofs, you now click on lines and you edit it line by line, and there it is. So these lines here, they are because it's an extension, and I've joined new walls to old walls in the 3D model. Saves doing a lot of work twice. You can see new and old, and it's slap it on the plan set and away you go. But it just means you have to clean this up. Of course, you can do it with completely new walls and you don't have to clean anything up. It's horses for courses, depends how you like to work. And what you will find as you work through tutorials, you will find there's 3 or 4 different ways to do so many tasks, and hopefully you'll be coming back to me and saying, why'd you do it like this? You should be doing it like that, it's so much quicker. And that is one of my objectives from producing these tutorials. So there's a quick elevation that I would export to the plan set at 1 to 100, which you do like File, Send to Layouts, 100, and there it is. We've already got one, as you can see, but I'll get rid of that. That's the basic introduction to this software. Thanks for listening, and please come back for the tutorials. I'm measuring a live project this morning, and I'm going to put the microphone on while I'm putting it together. So the first will be existing, and then the proposed, of a 3-bed house just round the corner from me, actually. A nice easy travel job today. So thank you, cheers, take care.